conditions and
Yes.
the assurance, the conditions, the risk, and all of that have stayed the same, and that's been fine. But it just seems, are there, to your knowledge, Cody, is there any other parts of this that have not been
The
enforced?
the electricity was kind of the main
honored?
part. We noticed that was a red flag to us a couple weeks ago. Everything else seems to be going well.
Where's the thing about the electricity?
It's on the third page,
Third page.
charges for service.
For
Charges for service.
shall remit payment for all changes in fees for electrical consumption for the campground directly.
Oh, so if they charge $12, we're supposed, Guthrie is supposed to get that?
I believe so. That's the way it's worded in the contract.
No, well,
Okay. So if they charge, like you were looking up online, $12 to tap into the electricity, then City of Guthrie should get that, not, am I
Well,
understanding?
here it actually says the festival remits the payment directly to
It would essentially be a pass through.
Oklahoma Gas and Electric Company.
We would collect it and then I don't want to say pay it for them, but I mean we're the ones paying that bill at the end of the day.
Okay.
Well,
So would there
that's the
would
second
need to be some wording change in this part of the lease?
We can definitely take it to Randall or city manager for her.
Because it makes it sound like the
they send
festival's
it
going
right
to be
to
writing
them.
a check to
Right.
OG&E. So that might be something that.
And what you're saying is what actually happens now, or has happened?
The city's just paid it.
Yeah.
Cities paid it. And what's supposed to happen according to this is the festival pays City of Guthrie, we pay the bill, correct?
According to this, it would be they paid OG&E directly. I
Oh,
think
okay.
in previous years, it's been that they would send us a check to send to OG&E.
Okay.
Deposit into the
Well, maybe that should be-
whatever fund Kim pays OG&E out
I don't
of.
know what they're charging.
It's
Maybe-
paid out of general government.
It's not cheap.
3 days are like $100.
I was thinking $80, $100.
Yeah,
Maybe that should be
$40 a day.
corrected. You know, either you pay, City of Guthrie pays it, or Bluegrass, if, you know, I think that should be clarified to make sure that it goes to the right person.
Okay.
You know, right company.
We'll be, like I
For
said, we'll be
us.
very intentional about making sure that every bit of this contract is met in the coming years.
Well,
And again, we definitely want to say thank you to Mr. Barline for bringing this event to town. I mean,
Definitely.
again, shining a light on this town.
And I guess if this goes before council, they would have an opportunity to respond. or
Yeah, they may have their own ideas.
Present some facts or numbers or, I don't know.
And I'm sure by the time it got to a workshop, we'd have
Yeah.
some data.
I'm sure.
okay. And we've never seen this before, so we
No.
haven't, okay,
But now you know why.
okay.
And if you don't, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
can.
can't.
This is your life?
Dadgummit.
I have a friend that they came to the gentleman of the road, and she said, when are they doing, why can't they do the farm, why can't they get Willie Nelson to come in with Farm Aid and do the big festival? Is that a?
Well, Willie Nelson was here.
Yeah, he was.
He was in
For
the
Bluegrass.
Back
middle.
in 2000,
Holdest- yeah.
2001?
People
with the-
went
with
from-
the- With the farm?
No, it was
he
just
was
for
just for
Bluegrass.
No,
the
but he was the
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass
But he was
headliner.
Oh,
here.
well, she wants to, she wants them to come in with the
In
Farm
fact,
Aid
he wouldn't let the
thing
cops
that
on
they
his
do, that
bus. I don't
big.
know why.
Farm Aid.
Wonder why.
that Willie
Yeah,
Nelson
he does
can
these
do.
Farm Aid concerts. I don't know if he's done any recently, has he?
Kinda
Sure, well,
Okay.
you know, she's pretty
Let's-
up on it.
All right,
Let's
let's
vote
back on
on this.
track.
Back on
That's
track.
enough about Willie.
Okay, well, Willie doesn't need, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Cody.
So, do I have a motion?
To do what?
So we're going to pass it on to the council.
Yes,
if
that
this is done.
that we
And
have,
make that one change?
with
Two
the
changes.
exception of the one change on the electric.
Two changes.
Okay.
Two
What was
changes?
the other one?
Well, no, just,
To
yes,
the
make sure
electric.
that
to
the
look at the,
Yeah.
okay,
Raise, okay.
We'll put that before Randall and make sure that we get that clarified.
okay.
Okay.
So, we pass a motion to,
I need a motion.
Okay, I need to, make a motion to pass it on to the renewal of the International Bluegrass Festival in Cottonwood Flats with two,
With
one,
One.
one revision, or change.
Uh-huh. Regarding the electric
Clarification.
payment.
Yeah, how it's done.
And I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Announcement from staff.
Okay,
We're on
We're
park
back over
project
here.
and funding.
I got a bunch of stuff for you.
You're so sweet.
Announcement from staff. Update.
I got it all.
Projects. I'm gonna lose this in this
Okay,
mass.
Do you want Cody?
Things
I'm
like-
good. I got
Okay.
a whole tree right here.
Okey
The
doke.
trees look good.
Thanks for waiting on me.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah,
Joe.
yes.
Okay,
The trees
Thank
look
you.
good.
don't they though?
Other-
You had asked me to report on what we paid for all of that and the total cost of the 5 3.5-inch Princeton elms and the 5 6-inch Princeton elms. And this would included delivery, labor for planting, compost, staking, mulching, and a year's guarantee. It was a total of $14,693, and the funds were provided through the hotel motel tax under the park improvements. The line maintenance department installed water lines and the sprinkler system. The funds were provided through the maintenance and operation budget of that department, which helped us tremendously. The lighting was also installed and funded by the lines maintenance department, and the total cost of that was $4,211.25. So I think we got a beautiful square there.
You do.
Uh,
It looks better than ever, and it's gonna do nothing but get better.
It
We
will,
did.
it will. We're still getting the shoots of grass that are determined to come up, and we've got a few more things that we want
And
to.
parks, we were gonna put benches.
Benches, well,
Right
okay, you got some pictures in there of the
Oh,
benches, and
benches.
the benches and the trash receptacles went before the Guthrie Historical Preservation Commission for placement in that area around the trees in the Victor Mall there, and the Victor parking lot. And these particular benches and trash are built by the Oklahoma Correctional.
Can anybody
Department.
buy these?
Yes, yes.
Now, why
If
would?
you go into Highland Park, you will see some of these benches that look like this, and they're in green, but we'll put the black ones
You
here.
know, Highland
Also,
Neighborhood Association's buying some benches for Highland Hall, and this would be,
that would be perfect.
That would be great.
Uh-huh, it would be.
Pretty.
And if you got them green, it would match the ones that
the
are
ones
over
on the rest
there.
of the park.
Now, we wouldn't
Also-
use this one, the US 66.
Well, you could change that. That's just an example.
Okay,
You
that's
can
what I
put,
thought.
you can put different inserts in there.
Okay.
If you wanted to.
Uh-huh.
But that's part of the Oklahoma history. The
That's true.
66, US 66
Yeah, but
highway
we're not
is.
on route.
No, I know we're not, but it's part of the history. But anyway,
Yeah.
those pictures,
It's pretty.
the Logan County Historical Society had made mention that they would pay for some of these if we sent a letter. So Renee has requested funding through that organization. We haven't heard from them yet, but we've asked for 6 of the long benches and 4 trash receptacles. That's $2,150 and some cents
Now, that would be of the 6.
of the long ones. These
You
long
would
ones.
put 4 seats up there, but maybe 3 seats in the front along Harrison and one on First.
Probably first. Yeah, we'd
First.
probably work them in around those areas.
But the people always sat on Harrison.
Yes, Harrison is the main
They
one.
would sit on the,
That's the main
brick.
area.
Yeah.
I did have a request from a citizen wanting to sponsor a bench as a memorial to a loved one that had died. And these particular benches, you can get that insert and put in this little round.
oh, that would be nice.
They would.
And they would buy it.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's good.
And a lot of people will do that.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll do
Yes.
that.
But I wanted to bring this to
I'm
you
gonna
all
get one for
before.
Sherry when she passes on.
Is that right? I pass on through lots of things. When I
I
walk
don't
through
think
that
I'll-
door, will you buy me a bench?
I don't think I'm gonna get a bench.
Anyway, we're really pleased with how that block has turned out, and I think it's
Yes.
just really, really nice.
It's just lovely. I
I haven't
just
had any
love them.
complaints on that, have you?
None, none.
After
Did you
three-
had any compliments?
Yes,
Many.
yes,
You have.
yes, we have.
There was a lot
Yes.
of scuttlebutt when the ones went down,
Oh,
though.
there was, but that's in the past. We're moving on.
We're moving on.
Yes.
It's not where you've been, it's where you're going.
Okay, I have some other items here I wanted to bring to your attention, that these are expenses that will come from the hotel motel parks improvement that's been appropriated through this budget. We have the rehabilitation of the mechanics of the Highland Pool. We're in the process of compiling the specifications. We want to put that out to bid this summer so that as soon as the season is over, we can start fixing and repairing that
Oh,
mechanics.
Councilman Wood would love to hear this. He was on a.
Well,
Wanting to do something.
there's-
He wants a new pool.
well, yeah, but this'll help. Anyway, we've got about $28,000 appropriated. Council gave us the authority to bid, so we're going to do that. I hope that that's enough money. 'Cause-
Okay, because he's thinking that pool has a year, maybe 2 years, and it's dead.
Well, with the
I
mechanic,
mean,
with new
right.
mechanics,
He
it
was
shouldn't be
quite
dead.
concerned
Yeah,
about
but
it.
without this, it would have been.
It would be, yeah.
Okay, so I think he knows that. He'll be thrilled.
He knows
No,
that. I
He
think
still
so.
wants a new one.
Well,
We're
but
still-
this is nice. I like the old pool, if we can save it.
Yes. We have tried to get bids on somebody fixing those
Oh, the
entrance
entrance
gates.
things?
Yeah, the cap
That
on
was you
them.
that brought it up.
The cap on them is really bad. We have a young man in our parks department that may be able, he's done some masonry, quite a bit of it in fact, and he seems to think he may be able to fix that. So we're gonna take a look at it, at least maybe if we can get the caps fixed, it will enhance the entrance of the park. So we're still looking at that. It hasn't gone away, we just haven't been able to find somebody to.
It seems like a stonemason should be able to look at
A
it.
lot of them don't
professional
want to
stonemason.
bother that sandstone. That sandstone is the tough part. That's why I'm saying if we can do the cap part,
Well, it's really
it's
the-
concrete.
I think the caps will protect the.
Yeah, it
the
will.
rest of it
It will if we
caps
can
are
get
done.
it done. So that's what we're going to be working on.
There is some, I called a guy years, I'm gonna have to check my records.
If you've got some records, give them to us.
There
We'll.
was some concrete person that, and at the time, I just remembered, I talked to him and he said, how much money you're talking about? And this was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I said a couple thousand. He said, oh, we couldn't come up there for less than
Yeah. It's,
7 or
it's-
8
yeah,
or
it's-
something. Well, I
it's-
mean, but 13,000
Yeah.
might get some of these.
We'd like to get it for less because we're having
Sure.
to purchase a mechanism for the Highland Hall door for the seniors. That's going to take about 1,500 out of that 13,000. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it and come out okay. The next item is the Liberty Lake House. It's going to get a facelift. We have in the budget $36,000 to work on that.